Okay. Hello, hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Okay. It's a bit dark in here, and let me just turn on the light really quick. Okay. Oh. My shirt is getting chroma keyed. I will have to change my shirt because I'm capturing the webcam in my overlay. So, okay. That's interesting. That's funny. Okay, give me one moment and I will be right back. Okay. Now I'm back to normal. That's really funny. Okay. So welcome to the stream. Welcome. My hair is whatever. It's really dumb. It will grow at some point, I hope. Yeah. And yeah, so welcome to the stream. Welcome. We are back with a Saturday stream. And there's something I noticed in the previous stream. First of all, we have a new follower named Kindle. Okay, I think that's how you pronounce. And the thing is, I didn't see the alert for that, and that's like not only my stream, like my overlay has alerts for new follows, but I didn't see the alert on the overlay, but also I didn't see the alert in the event field, the activity field. Okay, so that's weird. It's a new follower on Twitch, so you can see like I have now 53 followers, and like yeah, but I can't, like on Twitch I'm in the like the activity feed, and I don't see the new follow. So I don't know if that's something like I don't know, maybe like a bug on Twitch, or maybe a privacy setting from that user or something like that. But yeah, anyways, thank you very much for the follow, Kindle. Hey Lou, how you doing? Hey. Let me just send a little heart there. Okay, great. So yeah, basically we have a new follower, and I fixed a couple things. I want to try that because one of the things I showed in a previous stream was that I added like a button on my controller, because I control my overlay from here, from this controller. So if I press this, for example, you can see that my camera disappeared, and I can just press this and toggle my camera. Also with this one, I can toggle my microphone, so I can talk and but you hear me now. Now you hear me, okay? So I control that from here, and everything on my overlay is controlled by the in the controller. So that's amazing. I don't have to buy any like Elgato Stream Deck or any shit like that. So that's amazing. So yeah. Okay, so there's that, and I fixed that, and yeah, I checked my VOD to see if there was an alert, and I didn't hear it or anything. And there's like at some point the follower count, the thing that's like there in the bottom that shows the follower count and the latest follower. So that just changed into 53, and then the new follower name just appeared there, and that's it. So I don't really know what happened with that, but yeah, anyways. Okay, so okay, so yeah, so back to Voyager. Let me show you really quick what we did yesterday, which is really cool. We basically added, like, we finished implementing the Starfield system. Well, we didn't finish completely, we have to do a couple more things, but the traveling animation, and we added some nice post-processing and some shaders to make it look much better. So this is how it looks like now. Let me just show you really quick. So here we travel, okay, and this is how it looks now. So yeah, I think it's much better. It's really cool. Yeah, it's really nice. So basically what I added, as you can see, like I don't know if you can appreciate in the tiny screen. I can even like go full screen so you can see much better. So here you can see like I added like some bloom, okay? That's one thing, some bloom, so the brightest parts of the stars are going to shine a bit more and add some like some reflection effect or something like that. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing I added, which is something I really like how it looks, is the chromatic aberration. So you can see here in the stars here, you can see the chromatic aberrations effect, which is basically some like an offset color effect, where for example here you see like the star, and then to the right there's like a red color offset, and then to the left is like a blue color offset. So that's another thing. It's great. That's another thing. Then I added a slight vignette effect to make it look a bit darker on the corners. That's another thing. And lastly, I added that I don't know if you can like appreciate if I maybe zoom like this, but I added like a really subtle what's the name? Like scan lines, that's the name. So I added this like really subtle scanline effect, which maybe in the stream and in 720p, which is my current quality, you cannot appreciate that maybe, but yeah, basically I added that, and all of this together makes it look like this, which is really cool. And that's the intended effect, because we're supposed to be looking at this in a like a CRT screen, okay, something like that. something like that. So when you start traveling, okay, you travel, it's really cool because the stars shine a bit more. That's really nice. It's a really nice effect, okay. And yes, and then the star, like the traveling stops, and then you can see the constellation you're going to travel to, okay, so that's another thing. And yeah, so now I have a couple things I want to do. The first thing I want to try is like making this, because all of this space, you can see, you can see the stars in the background are faded, okay? So now you can see much better the constellation itself, which is the important thing. Okay, so right here it looks fine because the radius of the fade is like mostly okay, but there are cases where we have a really tiny constellation, okay, which can like occupy this space, for example. And yeah, let me go back to the main scene. So we're back here. So some constellations can occupy this space here, and it looks weird that so much space is so much of the background is faded. So what I want to do is basically grab, like calculate the bounds of the constellation, okay, and from that I will basically fade, like use that as a calculation of the radius of the fade, okay. So from the center and outwards, you can see like stars that are really close to the center are nearly invisible, but then as you go towards the edge of the screen, they get more and more opaque, so you can see them. So the idea, that's the idea basically, so we get a really good contrast on the constellation. But now, so that's basically a fixed value. Let me show you. So is this center radius. This is basically, if I set this to 0, let me show you how it looks right now. So when I set that to 0, the radius of the stars that are faded in the background is much smaller, okay. So give me one moment and I'll show you that really quick. Okay. So let's test a travel here. Okay. So let's see now how it looks. Okay, so you can see now, for example, the radius. So there are a lot more stars that are like visible, and the radius of the fading is much slower. So just here the stars are basically faded, but you can basically see all of these stars that are like, there's like a lot of noise, and you cannot really see like the real stars of the constellation, which is the important thing. So what I'm basically going to do is just set this value based on the bounds of the stars, okay. So I have that saved somewhere here, okay. So I will basically create a public reference to this, and I will basically say get so just make it property private set. What's wrong? What? Okay, maybe, oh yeah, I'm so dumb. Okay, so that's what I have to do. So why stars bounds. Okay. So here, constellation shape bounds. I think that's the appropriate name for this, because like it's basically the. So what you see is basically like the complete shape of the constellation. Can I open? Yeah, this works sometimes and some other times doesn't. Do I have everything? Yeah. So if I search here, does it work? Yeah, I don't think it's doing anything, so that's fine. I can just go here and just here documentation boards and here this. Okay, let me just move this here. So constellations. So basically what I'm talking about when I say like constellation shapes is basically this. Let me show you really quick. It's basically this. So when we have a constellation like this, okay, this is a constellation. Well, let me just draw like really quick something. So we have like a star there, here, 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 and here, okay? And then you connect them and you have a constellation, okay? So let's say this is a constellation. What's the bounds of this? So the bounds of the shape, like this is the shape, okay? That's how it looks. The bounds are basically, it's basically as a box that's contains all of these dots, okay? So it contains this, then you add this, then you add this, and then this, and basically creates a box that encapsulates all of this, okay? So it will be something like this. This is the bounds. So I think I can show it much easier, for example, in Unity. If I grab like 4 objects, let me show you here. I think it's going to be a bit easier to represent. So we have like, let's say we have an object. Let's set like a gizmo for this, okay? We have one here, one here, one here, here, and then here, okay? So look what happens when I select all of them and hit and use this tool. This is basically the bounds, okay? So that's what I'm grabbing, that's what I'm calculating to basically be able to say, okay, so this is the space that this shape is taking, okay, in the screen. So then I can, from this, so let's say it's something like this, okay, and then like this is the center of the screen, okay. So basically the radius has to be calculated from here. So it's going to be like a circle that contains all of this, okay? So this is the radius basically. And I want to fade the stars that are within this radius, okay? So yeah, it's going to be something like this. I can do this so it's not covering everything. So that's the radius basically. And I want to basically fade all of the stars in the background that are behind this, o sea, like inside this, okay? So all of the stars that are here inside that radius are going to get faded, almost completely faded, because I don't fade them like completely. I leave like it's like a 0.01 of alpha, so you can see, like barely see them, but they are not completely transparent. So that's what we want to do, okay? And that's what I'm going to do now. So let's do that. I have to go here. Okay. And I want to, give me one moment. Okay. So I want to go here and just, for example, we're going to go here, and where I'm doing this, so how's the formula I want to use? Like what kinds of, let's see here, for example, let's say constellations system dot constellation shape bounds. So center, I have the center, okay, and so closest point, describe. Do I have something like, yeah, extents of the bounding box? This is a vector 3. So I basically can grab the magnitude of the vector 3. That's going to be the radius, I think. Maybe I can do that. Maximal point of the box. Okay. Oh yeah, so this is center plus extents. Okay, I think that works. Maybe. Size, total size of the box. This is twice as large as the extents square distance. Okay, so I don't have something like area. Okay, I don't have area, but we have a couple things that could work. So we can say extends the magnitude, and we can do an inverse lerp, or maybe we can do something like because like I want to use this as the maximum value. Okay, so that will be like I want to go from 0 to this. So yeah, I think I can use an inverse lerp. It goes from 0 into that. Oh yeah, it doesn't work like this, I think. Yeah, this is not what I want. Oh yeah, I want to remap this. So, okay, so let me see. Let me just. Is this being called? Yeah, I don't think that's the best thing I can do. So let me just say utilities.helpers.map remap this. Yeah, but like, oh yeah, this is not the maximum. I think the maximum is 1. So so maybe like I want to what's the thing I have to do here? So I don't want to clamp this. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, I know what the problem is. I don't know what the maximum value is. So basically, I just say math.lerp between 0 and 1 and just use this as the, yeah, I think that's basically what I have to do. And this is going to clamp this, even though this can go further, it will basically clamp this. So let's see if this works. Yeah, let's see if this works. Okay. 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 Let's hit play. Let's go here and hit travel, okay? That's cool. Let's see how big the constellation shape is from there. So basically the extents go until like here, so that's basically the extents. Maybe this is not working. So I think, can I do something like this? For example, debug and see the bounds. Okay, what? What the hell? Why is it 0? Okay, what the hell? Shape bounds equals new bound, blah blah. Yeah, so then it just gets created here, and then it's not showing anything. So maybe I want to so I will just print this to see what the value is. That should help. Okay. Okay. So now let's hit play again and let's see what happens now. So Starfield, I don't need this, I can just say that. Okay, it's 0 all the time. So why is it always 0? That's weird. Constellation shape bounds. So let's see what's happening here. Print. Let's remove this one because I think maybe what's happening is that, is this a struct? I don't think it's a struct. This is a struct. But this should save the values regardless of if the thing is a struct or a class. I think it should have the reference of the values, I think. So let's see. Okay, let's hit here. It's 0. What the hell? But what's happening here? Debug. So center is this. Is this being centered like at all? I don't think it's being centered. Yeah, this is not being centered. That's the issue. That's not centered. So something is broken. Is this broken because I made it like a property? Is that what's happening? Because it was working fine before. Then I broke it. I don't know what I did, but it's got broken basically. So let's see. See what happens now. Maybe it doesn't like being a property. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, let's see what happens now. So that's the extents. Yeah, now it's centered. And now the radius is respecting the extents. Okay, so I think it's working now. Let me just let me go and just comment. Where's this? Here. Okay, perfect. So now I think it's working. So let's just test it. Should be able to test this really quick. Okay, let's see here. Hit play. Okay, we're going to test like a bunch of times to see what happens. Okay, this is also fine. Yeah, this is cool. Let's see again. What I really need to test is if it works with like really small constellations. So this is a big one again. Let's keep trying. Okay, this is also a big one. Okay, again. We are getting like all sorts of big constellations. I mean, I can just like code something that I can select in the inspector how many stars I want for the constellation, but okay, this one is a bit smaller. Okay, and I think this is smaller too, so the radius, I think it's working. Let's go here, and when we test, which is this, when I press that little checkbox, it's basically like a button. It gets set to false again, and then it does the animation. It creates a new constellation class object instance. So here I could basically say, for example, is this? Oh yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, it's here. I'm so dumb. So here I could say 3, and then false. Okay. So let's see. Now we're going to get like all like small constellations. Well, they're going to be 3-star constellation. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get small shapes, but it's going to basically be more likely. So let's see. Okay, this is a 3-star constellation, but it's also big. Let's try again. Also big. Okay. Looking really cool. I really like the effects and how it looks with the shader and the post-processing. It's looking really cool. Okay, this is a really interesting one. That's really cool. Let's do again. Okay, we're getting all like really big shape constellations. Hopefully we get a small one at some point. So you know what, I think we can just reduce this, make it much faster. Yeah, that's basically it, but I'm not really able to test like the thing because it's like, that looks really cool. If I say 3 for example, this is really big, okay. This is really small, okay. Yeah, I think it's working. You can see here like all of these stars are basically not completely faded. So yeah, I think it's working. That's amazing. Okay. So I have this task on Figma. I can basically just remove it, and we can go and jump into the new task. Okay. But first, I think I'm going to take a little break. So yeah, I'm going to be right back in a couple minutes, and you can play if you want. You can play the game if you want, the mini game. Let me show you really quick. Okay, you see me. So you can play like this. You can type something like exclamation P1, and you can change the position of the bar. I think it works on YouTube and also on Twitch, so let me just test that. Yeah, I don't think it's working on YouTube, so yeah, just on Twitch for now. But anyways, yeah, you can test that. So I will be right back. Hey, only one block left. Let me see if I can win. It didn't work. It didn't work. Yeah. It's working now. Where's it going? P2. Ah, almost. P3. P2. Oh my god. That was close. That was so close. Yeah. I won. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. Okay. You know what? I noticed that, well, the chat in the overlay, the chat that I programmed, basically the messages fade away in like 60 seconds. I will just note this to make it fade after, I will say 5 minutes, so it stays longer on screen. I would even make it stay forever, for example, and that the messages should only fade if they go outside the box, for example, so when they are not visible anymore. So yeah, maybe I do that. For now I can set it to 10 minutes, but that's for the overlay, that's another thing. So back to Voyager. Okay. So, right now, what we have left, we have one thing in the backlog and one thing in the current thing, okay? So, there's like one idea I have, okay? And like, so for example, this this task is basically for when you like finish traveling into the constellation and you see the constellation. The idea is that there's like a little flash or something, and then you just go into the star, okay? So you would basically go into the first star. That's what I call this here, okay? So the constellation would have something like the landing star, okay? So when you go into a constellation, you are going to always go into that star. And right now I can do it like really simple. I can just go definition constellation, okay? I can go here and just like have like a, so this is current star UID, and then we have uint UID, seed, get star properties by seed. Oh yeah, so this, instead of being like a UID, it should be a seed, which is uint and then current star seed. And then we will have another one, uint, okay? which is going to be basically the landing star seed. Okay, so the landing star seed, the landing star is the star where you end up when you travel into the constellation. Okay, so that's something that I'm thinking right now. I don't have like an idea or like something like planned for this. I know that this is going to be a great thing, because in the future I can do something like always making the landing star have some kind of properties. I don't know. So that's for the future, but for right now I can basically say when we create the stars, okay, create star, well, in reality this will be yeah, this is something that I don't really like, because right now when we create like a constellation like this, where we basically only give it the basic constellation properties, and I don't remember which use case is this for. I think this is, yeah, so this constructor is the one we're going to use when we yeah, here, define observable constellations. So here I'm basically creating all of this, the basic constellation properties, and creating all of this, because basic constellation properties is a class that contains like the most basic stuff that I need to know from a constellation in order to then create the full constellation, which has the information for each star inside and all of that, because each star has its own class which has a lot of things. Okay, so so first for this I need to so when we create the first constellation, we're going to use this one, okay? And then every time we go into a new constellation, we're going to create it with this constructor, okay? But I need to define basically the landing star, okay? So then I can do something like void define landing star. Okay, that's really easy. All I need to do is basically landing star seed equals stars list index 0 dot seed. Okay, so that's it basically. But after, like, we can do something that defines the landing star based on something, whatever. But for now, this is more than enough, and I can basically go here and just say define landing star, okay, and that's it. So now we have a reference of which one is the landing star that we're going to travel to, okay. So how do I show that in the game? Okay, so that's going to be something I show. What I want to do is something I have like written here, which is basically enter into the first star of the constellation. I will change this. It's not the first, it's the landing star. I will just find a definition and something cool to like to attribute to this, because right now it's just the landing star, but I could create something in the lore or something like that, in the universe lore, that maybe all of the constellation have like one landing star and then another star for like exiting, or maybe just one star where you need to go and then be able to go like, so you can travel only from certain constellations, okay? certain stars. So for example, in this one, for example, we can say, okay, so this one is the landing star, and you can travel to other places only from here because this star has something special or something like that. So that's one idea. Right now, how I have it set up is basically that like you can be whatever you want in the constellation. You just need to be on your starship, okay, in order to input the coordinates of the new star, and then you can go there. But you know what? This would make like a lot more sense, I think. Like this, having one of the stars being the portal star, where only from there you can go into other constellations. I think that sounds really cool, and that's yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually. I think that's a really cool idea. So maybe instead of calling it like landing star, I would call it something like portal star, or yeah, I don't know what the name would be for this, but anyways, I think I'm going to like use this name, landing star, and we're going to use that as the thing, okay? So that's great. So now what I need to do is basically, when we get into the constellation, okay, we finish traveling there and we show the constellation. After this, I think we should do you know what? I'm thinking that this is something that's not relevant to what I'm trying to do, but I'm thinking that maybe all of this should be in the constellation system class. Because like the only thing the starfield should do is basically just update the constellation stars. This should be done by basically this should be done by the constellation itself, maybe. Yeah, I think I should move all of this to the constellation system script. But we're going to leave it like this for now. And what I was going to say is that here, when we show the constellation, animation time is going to be 7 seconds with it, which is the default here, and we're going to wait that plus a couple seconds. I could say 4 seconds, for example. And then here here I would basically just show just focus like here. Okay, let me just okay, so that, to describe that, show constellation. Okay. This should be called show connections. That's the correct name. Okay. And then here I would say focus. I would say here focus the landing star and fade the other ones. And fade the other ones. So that's it basically. And then here what will happen is this. So give me one moment. I will basically, oh yeah, I think I have to do let me see what happens if I move the camera. Like it should work fine, but I'm not sure, so we'll see. So let's say we travel, okay, we're traveling there, blah blah blah. Okay, and then if I go here and move the camera, I should be able to move the camera, and yeah, that's completely fine. That looks so cool. So for example, let's say I want to focus, what the hell? I want to focus this one. Okay, so I will go like here with the camera. I will focus this. I can't talk, man. Focus this and fade the other ones. Okay, so how would I fade the other ones? So basically I would go here and say, for example, connection. But why can't I? Oh yeah, because this is like in Narnia basically. So I would grab those two and I would just the sprite, okay, just the sprite. And then I would fade those two, okay, like this. Yeah, I think like fading the stars only and not the constellation too. I think that's more than enough. Yeah, I would just fade them a little bit. And that's it, I think. So let's go here, okay. And how can we get the constellation, the star that correspond to set connection lines? Is this being used outside of this script? No, so I can just do this, and I can even just grab this and move it to the other region I had, which was region local. I like to separate stuff like this. It's much more convenient. So travel to star, okay. So I would have something like public void focus on landing star, okay. So what would that do? That's the question. So that's going to basically grab the camera. So what yeah. Animation time. So here what I would do is basically yeah, you know what, it's really bugging me that I don't have like the system for like the travel and animation. I think it should be here. It should be done here in the constellation system, but yeah, it's whatever. It's fine like this. So let's here. I will basically say, yeah, I can just split the scripts once I have everything done. I think that's going to be some cleaning work, but I can do that later. So right now I want to be able to focus on this. So focus on landing star. So this is going to grab the camera, okay? It's going to grab the camera, which is basically general manager. No, it's game engine. .engine.camera system. Okay, so here is where I have focus, position, smooth. Okay, I think that's what I need. And then the object position, I need to have a reference to the star. So star landing star is going to be okay, so I have to go through, yeah, 4, okay, and then here I can do something like another method that returns star. Get star from seed. I'm going to say int seed, and then here stars.length count. Okay, if stars index i.seed.properties.seed equals seed, then we return stars I. Okay, so we have that, and we can just say get star from seed, and now properties, constellation properties dot landing star seed. Okay, so then we access the landing star, and now we know which one it is. So now all we have to do is just basically say landing star dot transfer dot position. Okay. And now the camera is going to go into that position. So what else is this thing doing? Follow object. I think I should use this one. Yeah. Yeah, I would say twin move 2. Okay, so here I would say twin move 2. And then we have, what will we have? Like duration 0.7. Let's say 1. And then I'm going to say game engine. General data, eSyncs, in-out. Let's use Quart. I think that's cool. So yeah, anim time is going to be here. So anim time should be passed as a reference, as a parameter, sorry. And what else? So I never checked my audio actually, so I will check it right now. Yeah, I think it's cool. Okay, so now we get the position, we move the camera there, okay? So, what the hell did I press? I don't know. But we are going to say move camera focus to landing star. Then we're going to fade other stars in the at the same time. Fade other stars in the constellations. Fade the other stars. So now I would basically have a new animation, which is going to be Neptwin with animation. And then here I'm going to say anim time. And then this is going to be T. Okay. Dot set is Actually, I should save the curve for this. I can set the curve from here too. So this is going to be, okay, not that, but this is going to be here, and I'm going to set the easing here like this. And here what I will do is basically say I will say for stars that count stars if stars I equals landing star, that we continue, okay? But if not, you're going to set the alpha, and that's it. Let's set alpha, and we're going to set it to, we're going to set it from 1 to 0.3, let's say, maybe. We're going to use t as the t, set the alpha, and that's it. So maybe this should be a coroutine, okay? So this, like the same way as this is a method, okay? I just realized I have a class for doing sequences, and I could do that like with that class. I could have something like a script that's called, for example, like travel animation handler or something like that, and then create a sequence that does all of this. That would be much I think that's going to be much more clean, but for now this is fine. Constellation system dot fade focus on landing star, so we're going to say anim time, and then general game engine dot engine dot general data dot easings dot inout quart. Okay, I think we are good to go right now. So that should be enough. I think that should be enough. Yeah, I think so. So let's see right now what happens with this. Starfield, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's see what happens. So go here, start traveling. Okay. Okay, there's something weird. Okay, and now at some point... Okay. Yeah, this was really slow, I think. I think I should do... yeah, there's a couple things I need to do. I think this, like waiting 4 more seconds, it's a lot, I think. And this being 2 is too much, I think, also is too much. So, yeah. So let's see. Okay. So I think this is going to look a bit better, but also one thing that was really weird was this. I don't know what's happening there, but we'll check again. It's like when the stars in the background fade, it looks really weird for some reason. So let's see. Let's check that again. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay. So let's see what happens with the stars that should fade. Okay, it goes really, really fast to 0. I don't know why. Is this because of this, how it works? Let me just go here and just try setting this to 1. See what happens. It's really weird. Hit play again. This is so dumb. Yeah, it's really fast. I don't know why it's like that. I think it's the curve, but it shouldn't be like that. Really, like, it's really weird. It's like really instant, and that's not the idea. So I don't really know. Let's make it something like that, maybe. I can even just remove this one. Yeah, it looks weird. So let's do this. I think both tangents should be not weighted. Okay. This looks a bit weird. So I think maybe that's what should happen, something like that. Could look better, maybe. Like this. Let's see how it looks. Okay, let's see right now, like this. Yeah, why is it doing it like that, man? Why, like, there's something broken somewhere. Center radius. Why? What's happening, man? Yeah, I don't really know what's happening with this. I don't know why it's like setting the alpha so weirdly. So fast. I have no idea. It's like it happens so fast. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if that's the curve doing something weird, or yeah, that's why is it doing? Yeah, it's so weird. Okay, let's. Oh yeah, and if I do this, it's going to get. So I have to center the camera again when I do this. So let's just go here and say game engine.engine. Engine.camera system.center camera. True. Snap. Okay. Let's see what happens now. Man, my hair is so stupid. Looks so dumb, man. I hate it. So that's a bit better. Oh, I also hate my chair. Getting my... What the hell? My monitor just... Okay. Oh man. So I'm going to change this and I'm going to make it really dumb. What's happening? My monitor is turning off really randomly. Is it because of this? Yeah, it is because of this. Anyways, let's just travel again. Yeah, they... So what? So that works. Why isn't this working like normally? It worked fine there. So what happened? What happened before? I don't understand, man. What's that? What's happening there? Oh man. I don't understand. I have no idea that it was working really fine before and I didn't do anything new. I just added this freaking line here and that's it. I didn't do anything else and this shouldn't be doing any different. So I will just comment that and see what happens now. I don't know, man. Oh, it's really dumb, man. Really, really dumb. Really bothers me that stuff gets broken like with it, and when it doesn't make any sense for it to be broken. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really know what's happening. let's see if this is the problem. Let's see. This is really, really annoying, man. Okay. The annoying thing is that there's no easy way for me to test this because this pool is like 2000 stars. I'm thinking, what can I do with this, but I have no idea, man. I don't know how to solve this. It was working perfectly yesterday, but now it's suddenly broken. It's really, really annoying, this. So I don't really know what to do. I don't know, man. Like, it changed after I did this stuff, but this shouldn't make a difference. Man, I really, really don't know what's happening. So let's hit play here. One thing I can do is just modify this curve, and like, for example, remove this and make this 0, for example. So this is going to be like whatever. It's not going to get transparent. So if the stars get transparent, then there's something else making them transparent. Okay, so there's nothing making them transparent. Now let's try this really linear curve. What? Oh yeah. So let's try this. Okay. Linear, completely linear curve. Okay. And let's see what happens now. You know what? I don't know if this is the problem, but you see that it happened again, even though this curve is completely linear. I think what could be happening is that this value gets like reset or something like that, or gets set like after some point. Like, that shouldn't be the case because I'm literally setting the value of the bounds like literally before, like when this starts. So this is getting set like here. Okay. Oh wait, am I not setting the stars? Set stars, where is it being called? yeah, it is being set here. So right here, set stars, starts this coroutine, and just then the constellation shape bounce values get set there. So what the hell? What the hell, bro? Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just let's just go here, here, and I'm going to. This is going to be really slow, but it's whatever. I need to do this. So I will go here, and I will just print the this, because there's something really weird happening. Really, really weird. So all the time it should be one value, but maybe at some point it gets like changed, or I don't know, something happens that I'm not understanding. So let's see that. Let's see if we can find the issue. So it's 0.78, okay? So okay, it's always the same value. What's happening, bro? What the hell? Distance from center. Okay, then constellation shape radius. That's another thing. Then center radius. It's basically a lerp between 0 and 1, and we're calculating this. So yeah, maybe this should be set once. Yeah, this is something I'm doing wrong, I think. Center radius. So maybe let me just grab this and move it like outside. Okay. Constellation shape radius is that, so center radius is that. Okay, so that should be set once. So let's see what happens now. Let's see what happens now. So maybe that could be one issue. Only needs to be set once, and that's it, because the constellation only has one bounce. I don't need to make the calculation all over and over and over. So that's one thing we can check now. This is really annoying because right now I should be doing other things, but yeah, this is what we have to do. Okay. Yeah, what the hell, man? What the fuck? It's really annoying, man. I will not print final alpha, although I should. If the distance from center is less than center radius, we'll say print final alpha. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's see what's happening here, because I really don't understand this. I'm sure this could be something really stupid and simple, but yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, so what the hell happened there, man? It was a linear. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then from 3 it jumps into 0 like instantly. So what the hell is that? Am I using the right curve here? I'm using normal t, so fade curve t, that's correct. Normal t equals 0. Here we're setting it to whatever. Okay. Let's do this again and see what happens at that very moment. Okay. I need to be able to pause this before it does that weird thing. Yeah, there. So it went from 0.2 to 0.02. So what's setting it to that value? What the hell? I need to understand what the hell is happening there. I want to check this again. Center radius, let's set it to the 1. Okay. This is so dumb, man. Doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any freaking sense. Set alpha. Where else is this being called? Okay, it's from constellation system, which is not being called right now at all. And from here, that's all. So what the hell is happening? Oh, it's being set to mean alpha? But why is it doing it so, like... Oh, maybe what's happening, maybe what I need to do is not do that, but do max between max between mean value and target alpha. Is that what I need to do? Maybe I need to do this. Oh, fuck, man. I hate when that happens. Maybe I need to do this here. Maybe that's it. Please, please tell me that is it. Oh man, this really bothers me. It's really annoying when stuff like this happens, because I didn't notice that yesterday. So what? Why did it start happening now? It's really weird. Let's see if that's doing the thing. Yeah, it's doing it. It's still doing it. So what happens if I just go like this and just comment this? What happens? What the hell happens? Maybe I'm overcomplicating stuff here, and I need to basically clean that up a little bit more, but it should work, man. Let's see. Again. Yeah, happened again. So now instead of like staying within the range, it's not doing that, it's just fading. So target alpha is so max distance is this also should go outside, because I'm like, this should go there. Distance from center, maybe the stars are being like, I don't know, man. Distance between the position and vector 2.0, which, you know what, this is just positioned at magnitude. So let me just do that, because I think that's basically the distance. And then inverse lerp. Okay, so the inverse lerp, so from here and here, maybe I need to say if distance from center is less than center radius, then print distance from center, and let's see if that is changing drastically. Maybe that's the case. That could be happening. I'm really annoyed by this, man. Shouldn't be happening. Maybe it was happening before, but okay. What? 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 Okay, I'm really lost right now. Oh man, I really don't understand what's happening right now. This is really annoying. So yeah, I will spend the rest of the stream fixing this dumb thing. I don't know what's happening now. Oh yeah, you know what could be happening is this. That maybe I only need to check for the X and Y values. So that could be one thing that's happening. So now it should work just fine, but so stupid, man. So dumb. So dumb. I'm so frustrated right now, man. Let's set it to 0. Let's see what happens now. It shouldn't go anywhere. Okay. Okay. But what happens if I do this, for example? Nothing happened. Okay. Let's set it to completely linear. Let's see what happens again. Okay, there's something weird happening to my freaking connection. Okay. Okay, all good. Okay, why, man? Why? What the hell? What the hell is going on? Why is it like making such a big jump? Why? What is it that I am not understanding of this? What am I not understanding here? What the hell? So target alpha I don't know, man. I really am so confused. Why? Why is it that at some point it randomly jumps to the minimum value? Why? Why is it doing that? We'll try to time it. It's like one frame. In basically one frame it gets set to the minimum alpha. Why? 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 Why, man? Phil, keep debugging, keep debugging, keep debugging. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. I don't know how to debug this. That's the worst part. I have no idea how to debug this because it's so dumb. Maybe I can go here and set the starfield pool to be much smaller. So instead of 2000 stars, I'd set it to 2. And then I could maybe debug this a bit better. I don't know, man. Starfield, okay, stars. Boom, yes. What? Where are the stars? What? What? Why are they not visible? Perchi 626. ¿Qué onda, Dolan? ¿Cómo anda, boludo? Gracias por el follow, boludo. ¿Qué carajo está pasando acá, bro? Ok. Gracias por el raid. Me está saliendo todo ahora. No sé si está saliendo tarde o qué onda, pero... Hola, hola raiders. ¿Qué onda? No sé si está todo bugueado esto o qué. Pero gracias por el raid. Estábamos jugando CS. Ah, de una, boludo. ¿Estabas con el Enzo? Yo estaba jugando al Fortnite con el Enzo. Gracias por el raid y por el follow, boludo. Estoy acá renegando, tratando de arreglar cosas. Pero ¿querés ver, boludo, lo de cómo estoy armando mi jueguito? Te voy a mostrar así rapidito. Mira, boludo. Incluso podríamos hacer eso del doble stream. Está bueno, sí, boludo. Lo único malo es que yo medio que ahora estoy hablando en español porque estás vos, está tu gente, digamos, pero finalmente streameo en inglés. Pero si hacemos un stream así doble, puedo hacer un stream en español. Bueno, mirá, boludo. te muestro el jueguito que estoy haciendo. Que básicamente puedes viajar a constelaciones distintas. Cuando viajas haces así, básicamente. Esta es la animación, básicamente, de cuando viajas a una constelación nueva. Y ahí puedes ver la constelación. Igual ahora estoy arreglando algo que se rompió, entonces no se ven las liñitas. A ver, ¿para qué pongo esto así? Básicamente estoy armando eso. Bien tranca. ¿Qué onda, boludo? ¿Cómo estuvieron esas partidas? Ahí está, boludo. Ganamos una y empatamos otra. De una. Así que relativamente bien. Bueno, bien. Ahí está, mira, es como que viajas a una constelación nueva. Y ahí aparece todas las conexiones, digamos, entre la constelación. Y después como que se focusea una estrella y viajas ahí, digamos. Y una vez que viajas a la estrella ya entras al sistema donde están los planetas y ya puedes viajar al planeta y todo eso. Está piola, boludo. Así que bueno, estoy trabajando en esto. Yo lo estuve modificando y armando todos estos días. Mira, boludo, ¿querés ver algo divertido de mi overlay? Bastante piola. Mira esto, boludo. Cuando digo, che, me voy un rato, me voy a tomar un descansito. Tengo este minijuego, mira. Entonces ahí podés jugar, o sea, los viewers pueden jugar porque, por ejemplo, si escribís exclamación P1, cambiás la barrita de lugar para jugar, digamos. Y podés poner P1, P2 o P3 y jugás mientras que yo no estoy. Podés jugar ahí al arcanoid, boludo. Eso me lo estuve armando estos días, boludo. Por ahí tiene un poquito de delay, por eso hice que la pelotita vaya lento, ¿viste? Pero... está bueno, está curioso, boludo. Está gracioso. Así que bueno, boludo. En teoría tengo el stream seteado con el delay en mínimo, ¿viste? Pero bueno. Así que bueno. Ahí está, mira, ahí lo pudiste cambiar a tiempo. Quedó ahí, boludo. Tendría que ponerle todavía menos retraso, ¿viste? al stream para el chat. Creo que se puede configurar eso en Twitch. Pero bueno, básicamente eso. Tengo hecho en el overlay, tengo, bueno, obviamente esto que es la escena principal, donde nada, estoy trabajando. Tengo el título ahí, que van pasando cosas. Cuando se suscribe a alguien o cuando sigue a alguien, sale ahí arriba. Y también tengo esto, que es básicamente para poner como en pantalla más grande, para mostrar, no sé, ciertas cosas, ¿viste? Que por ahí no se ven bien en la pantalla más chiquita. Y bueno, boludo. Tengo ahí varias cosas armadas. Y lo bueno es que como lo tengo armado en Unity, o sea, literalmente puedo hacer lo que quiera. O sea, agregar cualquier cosa, boludo. O sea, puedo poner que si escribís alguna cosa en el chat salga algo, ¿viste? Puedo armar más minijuegos también. Incluso el chat, ¿viste? El chat que está acá abajo de la cámara. También está armado por mí, o sea, yo le puse colores específicos a los seguidores, a los suscriptores, a mí, a los bots.
a los mods también. Y puedo hacer que si decís una palabra específica se ponga con colores o que se anime, viste, cosas así. No sé, está bueno. Está piola, boludo, está interesante. Qué bueno, boludo. A esa andamos. Igual ya justo en un toque me estoy por ir, así que bueno, estoy terminando de arreglar algo en el juego y ya me estaría yendo. Así que bueno. Ya estoy tratando de ver que se rompe ahí una huevada. Así que voy a seguir tratando de arreglar eso. Voy a poner 5. Abrazo, boludo, nos vemos. Disfrute la lechonga. Nos vemos. Ok. Back to English. Ok. Igual si hay gente que habla español y se queda en el chat porque le interesa ver y quiere hablar, son bienvenidos, pero el stream generalmente hablo en inglés. Por las dudas lo comento. Así que bueno. Back to English. Ok. So, let's see now what's happening in here. So, we were checking this. So, target alpha. This is fine. What I should be checking, I think, is... Yeah, I think I should be doing this all the time. So let's see what happens there. So let's hit play here. And let's see what this is doing right now. So there are just a couple stars now, and that's the idea, so that we can test a bit better. Okay, so where are these stars? So this, all of those are on 8.4. So what the hell? Let's see, like, let's set this again to 2000, or maybe like, I don't know, 10. Yeah, I think that's not enough. Let's set it to 2000 again, and let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Maybe... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think I need to remove this. Also this, I have like this function which is set alpha rendered color. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, let's hit play and see what happens now. The only bad thing is that we need to find the stars that are getting faded in the center. That's not going to be easy, but we will see. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So now,
let me just go here, see which stars are supposed to be in the center. Yeah, there are literally 2000 stars, and that's impossible to check. Like, can I grab this one, for example? Yeah, I can. Okay, so this one, where is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there's something I'm doing wrong here, and I need to see what's happening. So set alpha. Let's go here, okay, and say let's do that and see what's happening. Okay, starfield, let's test again. And now we should get, when the alpha gets to there. Okay. So what the hell? So maybe something is going like in reverse? Like, why is this here 137 final alpha? Okay, so that's correct. And you know why? What I'm thinking is that this is going up. Well, not necessarily, but is there any other, like, yeah. What the hell, man? So let's see right here. Let's see here, because there's something weird happening where it looks like this is going from this value into target alpha. So from center radius, what is max distance? Maybe this is getting like smaller than this. I didn't think about that. That could be happening. You know what? That could be happening. So what happens if I say like 1.3 maybe? Let's see what happens there. So maybe that's the whole issue. If that's it, I will feel so dumb. It's really annoying. So maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the issue. It shouldn't be the issue, but you know. No, that's not the issue. Okay, so I can just whatever. What's the thing I'm trying to check? I think what I'm trying to check is that like maybe, yeah, let's leave this at 1.8. Okay, so this center radius, let me just print that center radius. Okay, here I remove that. Okay, that's fine. So maybe center radius is going like maybe yeah. I think I know what I should do with the center radius, although that's not the issue because I also set it to a fixed value and that just didn't work. And so yeah, let's do it again. 0.8. So that's the value. 0.8911111. Okay, so yeah, that's totally fine, I think. So here, this is doing the right thing. So then, what's the thing that's doing this wrong? Distance from center. Okay, distance from center. It's really hard to know how to debug this. Yeah, this is like I want to like yeah, the thing is I don't know if I can like test this in the previous state I had it. So I did change something that I don't know what it is. And something's basically breaking this. So let's see, let's go here, okay? And let's see, so this evaluate, that should go from 0 to 1, so that's why I'm lerping. And I'm lerping from 1 to this target alpha. And that should be correct. But let's do some experiments with the curve itself. So this curve should be the one defining like where it gets. So let me just remove this, okay, and let's test this right now. Okay, let's see if it does it again. Okay, it was fine then. Let's crank it up to like 0.15. Let's go again. Okay. Still too low. Let's go up to 0.4. See what happens now. Still not doing anything. Up to there. See now what happens. Again. So fine. Let's move it up again. 0.9. I don't understand what the hell is happening. Okay. Okay, so it did the freaking jump. But why? Why is it jumping like that? That's my question. That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get. There should be 1-1. Let's try again. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. It's really, really weird. Yeah, it's really, really weird, and I don't know how the hell to fix that. So let's see if maybe using this curve looks better, maybe. It doesn't look better. So what happens if I invert the curve? So if I grab the curve and make it like this and like this, what happens now? Okay, let me see what happens. So it will start faded, okay? And then it will start getting brighter and brighter. Yeah, it's. I don't think there's like a difference. Yeah. So yeah, there's something happening here for sure. Like there's something here that's like fucking up the curve, and I don't really know how to fix that. So I don't know, man. So we'll just leave it like that for now. We're going to go here, and yeah, that's looking great for now. So let's ignore this issue right now. And I think there should be like there must be something here at some point that I'm really fucking up, and I don't know what it is. I don't really know what it is. So yeah. Anyways, let's test this again and see how it looks. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's so bad, man. I really hate that. Really, really hate that. Okay, so now this star is in the focus. So now we're going to travel to this star. Okay, that's the idea. I think that looks great. That looks great. Yeah, I'm really, really annoyed by that little thing. It's really, really annoying, man. So maybe this is not. Let me just print normal T, because maybe this is the thing that's going crazy in the curve. So So that could be happening. That's something that could be happening. Let's check it. I mean, it's worth trying. And I'm close to the end of the stream, so sadly we didn't get to do all of the things because I got stuck with this dumb thing. Okay, this is the thing that's broken, bro. What the hell? Why is it going to 1.6? That's broken. What? What the hell? Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. Why is it like making such a big jump? Oh man, I almost go crazy with this, and that's all because this simple stupid thing is... Oh man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. This hurts so bad. This really hurts. I found the issue. Oh man. Oh my god. So, you want to know what's happening here? So, this variable, this is a coroutine, okay? This is a coroutine. So, what does that mean? Is that this is going to be executed at once, okay? Then it will wait for this, which is anim time multiplied by 0.8, okay? What is anim time? Is travel time. That's basically 14 seconds. Okay, that's one thing. So this gets this runs, okay, only this part, and when it gets here, it waits for 14 seconds multiplied by 0.8, which is for 80% of 14 seconds, which I don't know, maybe 12 seconds. So there, after that time, it will run this, and this is not finished, okay? This is not finished. So this gets to 80% of the completion, okay? So the animation gets to 80%, and then animation time gets set to 7. And that means that basically this is dividing, first is dividing by travel time, but after 80% of the animation gets done, animation time now is 7. So now this is being divided by 7, which is much less. This should be like length, animation length or something like that. So this should be travel time. That's the whole issue, man. I almost go crazy with this. That's so stupid. Oh my god, man. That was so dumb. I knew this had to be something stupid, because I was like sure that yesterday this was working really great. Like this was perfect, but at some point it got broken somehow, and oh my god. So yeah, I'm going to set this like that, and I think that's going to be it. So oh man, I'm glad I found it, because I really was really annoyed by that stupid mistake. So now when the stars in the center get faded, that's going to be much smoother now. Okay, let's look at that. Yeah, that's much better. That's what I wanted to do. I want to punch myself so bad. And then the other stars get like dimmed a little bit. And the star, the landing star is the one that gets focused. And what I want to happen is basically something like this. So bloom is going to go, intensity is going to go up and the threshold is going to go down. So I will do some kind of transition like this. This is a really bad flashbang for your eyes, so be careful. But basically this is going to happen, okay? So an animation like this, and then you will travel. That's a transition, and then you go into the next scene, which is basically entering the planetary system, okay? So that's what I want to do. Yeah, something like this. Maybe the intensity can go up too, so this gets completely white. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. That looks great. So yeah. Now I'm doing this with post-processing. And the thing with that, like the issue with that is that maybe like when I finish the game, or like when I start putting like video settings, or so you can you can like change the quality of the game, and maybe you will be able to turn post-processing off. But I think that's maybe I won't let you do that, because that would break. If you turn post-processing off, this is what will happen. Okay. Now this looks much more like flat, and it doesn't have any effects, and it doesn't look bad at all. It looks fine. Also the scan lines are working too, but yeah, it doesn't look nearly as good as it looks when I have post-processing turned on. So look at this. This looks so much cooler, because the stars basically are shining, so they have like a brightness. This is bloom, it's called bloom, and basically we have the vignette, we have the chromatic aberration, which is a really cool effect. So I think I will be just I will not let you turn off post-processing. Also, I think it's not too bad for the GPU. I don't think it's too bad, so I think that's completely fine. So okay, we fixed that thing, and we did that with the stars and the focus, the camera, and all of that. So yeah, so I think that's going to be the stream for today. Oh man, that was such a brain... I don't know what's the word for this. That was so stupid. I spent like an hour trying to solve that. Oh, that was so annoying, man. But yeah, we finally got to fix it. We found the issue. So yeah. Okay, I'm relieved now. That's great. So that's going to be the stream for today. I think I will be streaming again on Monday. That's next week. So tomorrow no, but the day after. Although I have to travel next week, so I won't be streaming on Wednesday. So I think next week is going to be like Monday and Friday and Saturday. I think that's going to be my schedule for the stream next week. So I hope that's okay. And yeah, so that's going to be the stream. And Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for the raid, Perchi. Gracias, Perchi, por el raid y por los follows. So, thank you very much. Don't forget to join the Discord if you want to get any news about the game. If you want to get notification for when I'm live, you can join there. You can also share art or games or anything, or just be part of the community, and that's awesome. So yeah, don't forget to join the Discord, and that's gonna be it. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next stream.